Good evening, everybody. It is 5:58 p.m. and welcome to the Pothead Portal, baby. My name is Lou, aka Ludini, aka Deco China, aka the Polar World Priestess, aka just the most beautiful woman on the planet, baby. Like, stop playing with her. But moving forward, um, today I'm smoking on an El Blancito pineapple upside down cake. I was trying to say upside down and pineapple at the same time just now. So that just tells you how that goes. But it's coming in at 20.52% THC. And it got me sliding a little bit. I like that. I like that. But anyway, y'all, who this for? Anyway, y'all, I had to get on here and tell y'all about a download that I had got. It was so crazy because I've been urged to pay attention to my dreams a lot more because I've been a dreamer my entire life. Like I've been having vivid dreams since I was a child. Like I got gifts. And what's wild is um, the download that I got was stop interfering with other people's karma. And what I mean by that is when I really sat down and actually thought about it and processed exactly what interfering with other people's karma actually is, let me tell you something. I'm gonna give y'all an example of what interfering with other people's karma can do. How it can be detrimental to your existence. So, there was a space in my life where like I was helping everybody. I was helping people where I could because I had means to do that. So I was helping them. But then it was like, damn, I would go broke trying to help people or a particular person. Like every time I try to help a certain person that like something bad would happen in my life, like something unfortunate would happen to me. And what I got from that was like, damn, this person's God's trying to teach this person a lesson, and I'm coming to their rescue in a time where they're supposed to be learning something. I was interfering with their karma. I was interfering with what the hell they had to learn because I can understand like usually when people they just come up on a hard time in life, it's not every time somebody need help is not karma that somebody's going through, but when certain things start happening and you're helping somebody, just think about what they've done in their life. Think about if they're a good person or not, or you might not even know. That might be your discernment telling you that they're not a good person, that you don't gave them something. And guys like, I'm about to take this away from you because they're not deserving of it. And you keep on giving to this person. So I'm about to take everything that you got so you can't even do that. So that's what I mean by not interfering with other people's karma. So it's okay to, help somebody, but better be mindful of who the hell you helping. For real. Because you could be interfering with somebody's karma and don't even know. So pay attention. Pay attention. If it don't feel right, if this person like hella begging for something um or they're constantly asking, like say like this person just asks you for shit day in and day out, and it's like you keep on working, you're working and working and working, living paycheck to paycheck. It's like you ain't even getting nowhere, but you making hella money, but you still not getting anywhere. It's all because you helping somebody that's in the season of reaping karma, and you're not supposed to help that. You're not supposed to help people during a time of karma. You're supposed to let them learn. And with that being said, I want to go into how um one time, actually a few times, I had a childhood friend, and I was telling her, hey, I came up a little bit, so I can help you out a little bit. But when it came down for me, when it came for me to help her, like all that money, like that deal ended up like falling through. It didn't even fall through. So, um, I wasn't able to do that. And my spirit guides had showed me that she spent all her money on weed and alcohol. It's like She'll go around and be like, hey, my children need things, my kids need this, I need to get that, I need groceries to that. But you have weed, a large supply of weed and alcohol inside of your home. Why don't you have no fucking groceries? And I realized that um that also goes into play when uh God be withholding blessings from you. God will literally withhold blessings from you because you're around the wrong people. Because God know that you're gonna share with people who, don't really deserve it. So God will literally withhold blessings from you before he'll let you um utilize the blessing that was just for you on other people that don't deserve it. You're the one who did the work. You're the one who, you know, went through the trial, went through the shadow work, went through the healing process and made yourself better. And this person is still in that same spot and you're trying to help them, but they're not trying to help themselves. So the point is you have to, in your season of abundance, focus on yourself. No matter how much you want to really help people, it's okay to help people here and there, but like I have chosen personally to help people that I don't know. Now, when I help people that I don't know. All because a lot of times I've experienced people like there be people that I know that I will help them and they won't even like appreciate it or anything. Though there's only like I can count on one hand how many people appreciate it. I can count on two fingers how many people appreciate it. Um, Things that I've done for them, people that I actually know, and they actually try to reciprocate where they can. And then I've experienced people who you know it was just take, no reciprocation anywhere where they could. Damn, I look kind of big. I look like not like fat, but I look like a tall girl. Yeah, I'm short, so I look tall. But anyway, oh Lord, I'm gonna try to upload more, y'all. Um, and the more I think about like karma and reaping the rewards of the things that you were supposed to reap in the right time, um, it's okay to cut people off, even if they get mad. So, what you gonna do? Because I guarantee you can't give me up. For real. But anyway, um, it don't matter if they get mad because you have to do what's right for yourself because you're the one who has to live in this body right now. So yeah, it be yo, I gotta I gotta say something about this. It'd be funny when I be pausing. Like that's something that I be doing. It'd be funny as hell. Even my one of my friends, she be like, Ranisha, is you because my real name is Brianisha. She be like, Ranisha, did you freeze or are you did your phone freeze or is you being still? I was like, oh girl, nah, I was just having a moment. And she was like, girl, I be thinking you frozen. But anyway, moving forward from that, y'all. Um, I really want to address another thing. So yesterday I was saying how I was gonna be addressing a lot of things from season 1 and 2. And let me tell you, tonight, when I was thinking about interfering in other people's karma or getting in the way or whatever it may be, during somebody's season of reaping karma, um, it's also the people that you date also, or the people that you sneaky link with or whatever the fuck. Because let me tell you something. One time I was talking to this guy and um I don't know. I was working so hard. I was working so hard and I just could never my money would just not stay stable. Like I never had money when I was messing with him. And this was some years, y'all. This was like 2 years where like my money was just like fucked up because like I'm messing with somebody and I'm just like trying to like prove to them. So this the thing, not necessarily prove to them, but I learned this about myself recently. Um, I tend to overlove people to compensate for love that I didn't get as a child. So with that being said, I got taken advantage of a lot in my lifetime, by men, like emotionally by men. Like and just people in general because I just love people over the moon because that's what I don't it wasn't that like it's like I know my parents loved me growing up, but it's like the point is you can be in a room full of people and still be by yourself. Your parents can be present in the home and you don't really know much about them. They don't really know much about you. Y'all don't really communicate. You have everything that you could possibly need except for that emotional stability within the family dynamic. So yeah, I went through that for about a solid 2 years, and not only that, I was in a vulnerable state because I had just got out of a trash ass relationship, and I'm just like, you know what, I just really desired to have companionship at that time, but I also was afraid of that also, which was kind of weird because I'm like, why am I acting like this? What fucked up about this dude, right? Like the guy that I got with after whatever. And I'm like, why am I fucked up about this dude? And I like barely know anything like about him, and I don't know what it was. It was just like a hyper fixation that I had, and then one day, a couple months ago, literally a couple months ago, because I would think about him often, and what it would be was I'll be like, I'm gonna call him, see how he doing, care, because like I don't know, it's like people cannot give a fuck about me, and I'll still like think of them, and be like, I hope they doing okay, or I'll be like, hey, I hope you doing okay, or whatever. But I don't. I learned to not do that no more. I learned to not do that because you you can mean somebody can mean so much to you, and you don't even know that you don't mean shit to them. That's what I learned. But yeah, when I was messing with this guy, like my money was not right, and only to find out that he was messing with a bunch of like hood bitches, like bitches, like you know how like you'll be with a dude and or like you'll see somebody online, they be like, oh man, damn, this nigga cheated on this girl, and at least the girl looked a hot mess, and that's why she really left. Yeah, niggas, it don't be the fact that y'all be cheating for real. It be the bitch that y'all be cheating with. Cause like that shit really be making me feel like Kodak Black for real when I be seeing certain bitches that y'all be going for over the classy women. Like y'all be having me feeling like Kodak, like, cause that really hurted me. Cause why would you think that of me? Ew. Like what? Me? You're gonna do that to me? And look at this girl who walk outside with a bonnet on. That's wild to me. This girl who don't even have a job. This girl who don't even have the transportation to get nowhere. The girl who don't even have no ambition. She just want to smoke weed, drink liquor, go to the club, shake her ass, ask you for money, nigga. That's all what the fuck she want to do. At the expense of a woman that can provide a stable life. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, it be that type of shit. Like you just be disgusted after that. You be like, you know what, nigga, go ahead. You just a bitch. Like bitch, you just disgust me now. You know that? You just disgust me. If that's what you like, go ahead and go like that for the rest of your existence, bitch. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It don't. I've learned that niggas have an unnatural allegiance to hood rats. And that is so like them. That is so like them. But back to what I was saying about that is my money was fucked up because my energy was intertwined with his and the other people that he was messing with, the people who weren't doing well, but he was just using them for sex. So for the fact that he was mingling his energy with other people and, bringing that energy back to me, I was fucked up and didn't even know because he does well financially. So I'm just like, even if he gave me money or whatever, it would still just go fast. I would never have it for a long time. It was just like, what the fuck is going on? And then one day, when I really sat and meditated and like really started leaving him alone, my money started getting better. My money started picking right back up because I didn't have him in my energy no more. When I noticed, like I had a big breakout that I left him alone, and I was like, oh shit, that nigga was a blockage in my finances. He was he was messing with people that was not good people. Number one, and he was barely a good person. I ain't gonna fake. He was a good person under the layers, which I could see through, but when I really stepped back and looked at his outer, what he actually really was to everybody else and how other people viewed him, and every time I was around, nobody had anything good to say about him. I was like, damn. When I leave a room, sometimes, or if I'm not in the room, there's people I know they speak so highly and well of me. I know there's a lot of motherfuckers who don't, but I don't give a fuck about them. Let's focus on the people who love us and not the ones who don't. There's a lot of people that speak well of me in the room. But him, every room that I stepped in and his name came up, nobody ever had anything good to say about him. And that was nothing that God taught me. Why would you want somebody like that attached to you? Detach yourself from this person and watch me bless you. And that's exactly what happened. I detached myself and I got a big blessing after that. And then my life just started progressing upward and upward and upward and upward after that. And like I I've had a couple of instances where I was kind of testing the waters a little bit, but now I understand I ain't gonna be out here trying to try nothing no more because y'all, let me tell you something. I had met this guy on Bumble, right? And when I met him, he was cool and everything, and he had a hat on when I met him. And his pictures on Bumble looked cute and it looked good and everything, but when I met him, he had on like a little beanie. Excuse me. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So we get into the building, we sitting down, having some champagne and stuff, and he takes his beanie off. Nigga hairline stupid as hell. Like, bruh. Like that bit was like this. That bit said that bit was just like this. That bit looked like a swoop, just like that. For lack of better words, this nigga barber need his ass beat. This nigga said some slick shit to the barber, had to. Had to. Either that nigga was born like that, or he said some slick shit to the barber and they fucked him up. Simple. But anyway, um, I found myself going on a couple dates with him, which was funny as hell because it was like every time I went out, I was like, why am I out with this nigga? Every single time I went out with him, I was like, why am I even out here? But I just kept going for some reason. So what the gag is, every time I went on 3 dates with him, every time I went out on a date with him, something bad happened to me. So the first time I went out with him, um, I noticed that his breath was a little, and that blew me, and I was like, oh, I gotta go. But while we were still together on that date that night, I started bleeding. I started vaginally bleeding, but I had already had my cycle, and I had started bleeding like heavily, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go home. I'm bleeding. And he's like, all right, well, let me know if there's anything I could do. This and third. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I went home. By the time I got home, I took a shower and everything. I wasn't even bleeding no more. Didn't bleed the next day. Didn't no nothing. I just bled during that time. It was, and someone was like, nah, you don't need to be, no. And so then he hits me again and asks me to go out with him. And I'm like, all right, I guess we can try it. And something in my body was like, don't go out with this nigga. Do not go out with him. And this was last year. This around this time last year. And he was like, let's go to taco and ice cream joint. We went to taco and ice cream joint in St. Louis. So we had went there, and what was funny as hell was we're in there, and I'm like, hey, can I get some sour cream? And then like, oh, sour cream is extra sour cream is $2. I'm like, all right, cool, that's whatever. And he's like, $2. I'm like, nigga, don't ask me to go nowhere again. You out here hollering about $2. I bat the piss out you up in this bitch. And y'all, the nigga work wealth management at Wells Fargo, but he was hollering about $2. So I was getting ready to go right there because like it wasn't that he was like just right there at the restaurant saying, oh, $2 joking. Like he was dead ass like $2 for some sour cream. Like damn. And then what really just cracked the egg was this nigga had on some high water pants. Nigga had on some high water like gym pants, sweatpants. And he had on some Skechers. That blew me. I fuck with Skechers. Don't get me wrong. I fuck with Skechers, but I don't know. His just looked a little. He might as well should have had Velcro on them hoes for real. But again, on that date, nigga breath was whapping once again, and I'm just like, nigga, do you brush your tongue? Like, what's happening here? Like, I need to know what's going on. But that ain't the point. The point is, after that first date, and I had bled on that second date, what ended up happening to me was I got food poisoning. I had food. I missed school for 9. I missed 9 days of school. I missed 9 whole last days of school because I had food poisoning. And then thirdly, he asked me to go out with him again. I'm just like, at this time, I'm noticing the pattern of things happening. So I'm like, okay, this gonna be the last time. And if something happened this time, I'm not gonna fuck with him no more. Y'all, why the fuck I'm leaving? I'm leaving from being with him, and I get to the park. I get to the street because I parked my car on the street. I get to the street, y'all. My car, there's pieces of my car on the street. Somebody hit my fucking car, bro. And I was like, God damn, man. Like my shit, it wasn't even drivable. It wasn't like they hit it and I could just go ahead and start that bitch up and charge it to the game, get insurance to pay. No, I had to leave my car. Actually, what ended up happening, I was mad as fuck. I ended up having to stay at his house, y'all, which was bad business because that nigga house was dirty. So like, I kind of acted like I was like, oh, I clean up when I'm nervous or whatever because I was trying to make myself comfortable because I was uncomfortable because everything was just I don't know. And his shit had a little funny smell in there. Like, oh my gosh, like nigga, now I understand why your breath be whapping because you don't even have the proper toiletries and things here. But you trying to date somebody, you trying to date a woman that has amazing hygiene, and you out here with bad hygiene, nigga. You got me fucked up. I bet the piss out you and your motherfucking mama and whoever didn't teach you how to brush your tongue, bitch. I can't believe you. But anyway, yeah, that's what ended up happening. So when you notice a pattern of things happening, when you with certain people, the things that happen while you in the presence of certain people, it will determine whether or not you should fuck with them or not. So pay attention to what the hell is happening before you get there, while you're with that person, and after you leave. Pay attention. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your ancestors because my ancestors tell me multiple times, don't go out with him. Don't go out with him. Don't go out with him. And y'all, when I tell you, it was just red flag after red flag with this dude. And then he tried to kiss me in the mouth with his breath smell like that. And then, fuck no. Y'all, let me tell y'all what the fuck. Y'all, why the fuck? This nigga was talking to me like Respucia had told Norbit on the wedding day. She was like, Norbit, open your mouth. That nigga said, open your mouth. I said, for what? For what? For what? Who this for? Bitch, stop playing for. Never mind. The fuck, bitch? Who is this for? Somebody open your mouth. For what? It ain't going down like that ever. Ever. So yeah, be mindful of that. I had to tell that so y'all could, know that it's real out here. That type of stuff is real for real. And a lot of times when that happens, God is trying to really protect you from that person, or from their karma, or what they got coming to them, or they're trying to protect something that you have coming to you because everybody does not have good intentions. And I don't know, I just had this weird feeling that this nigga was sick. Like I had a weird feeling that he was sick, and my answer was just like, "Stop it, stop it." And I'm pretty sure he probably was sick, but I ain't stick around long enough to find out. Cause y'all, I wish this dog would chill out. Anyway, yeah, bruh. Anyway, um, that wasn't even every time I start talking, this nigga start barking. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, but that wasn't the end of it, y'all. He hit me one more time, y'all. So I blocked his number from my phone. And then so no, he had texted me and I didn't reply. I just left it on red. And then he sent me three text messages back to back, and I just didn't reply to any of them. He was like, "Hey, you want to go to the movies?" He had asked me what I was doing and some other stuff, whatever. And I'm like, "All right, I'm not gonna reply to this." So then, y'all, excuse me, like a week or so goes by, and I have a DM from him on Instagram. I was like, "Damn, I forgot to block this nigga." So, he doubles down on Instagram and says, "Hey, I had texted you a couple times. I just want to know if everything was all good." And I was like, no. I was like, you just made me very uncomfortable, and you know, uh, I just don't think that we should see each other no more. And he was like, damn, what the hell I did to you and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, I had to tell him, y'all, it's what you didn't do. It's what you don't do. It's what you didn't do. It's what you actively do not do, nigga. And that's take care of your fucking self. And I had to tell him how bad his hygiene was. Like, I listed everything that was wrong with his hygiene, from the rooter to the motherfucking tutor in his hole. Like, nigga, you don't brush your teeth. I'm pretty sure you don't wash your ass or your balls. So at that point, yeah, I had to list out everything that that did not sit right with the Holy Spirit, because child, mm-mm. And he was like, you know what? I was gonna ask you to the movies, but never mind. And I, child, I replied back, I was gonna say no anyway. And he was like, damn, what the fuck? He was like, man, fuck you, bitch. What the fuck I did to you, nigga? Fuck me, nigga. Fuck you. And again, whoever didn't teach you how to brush your tongue, bitch. But y'all, I had to tell y'all that story. I had to tell that to y'all to just give y'all a good visual of you know what the hell not to do. Because I believe that I've been through a lot of things in my life, and I believe that I've been through so much in my life because God used me as a vessel to have the experience, so I could tell people about it in a way that they can understand. Because some people, they want to put shit in the book, and they're like trying to use all this, they trying to be politically correct and shit. But bruh, just be real about it. Tell the story. Like, we friends. Some of us, y'all just watching me, but you know You come to the pothead portal. I fuck with you. We fuck with each other, you know. But yeah, I just gotta give it to you real here. I can't give it to you no other way. That's what happens when you interfere with people's karma. That's what happens when you don't listen to your discernment, and that's what happens when when you try to do things your own way just to try to see something. Don't be out here trying to motherfucking see nothing. If you seeing the lesson already, bitch, take it and get the fuck on. Don't try to test nothing else. I learned it my lesson, all right? I learned my lesson. And I pray that you don't have to go through the same process in order to learn. Take what the hell I said, put it in your pocket and run. Put it in your fucking pocket and run. So with that being said, go out here and be great. Love on yourself with all your might as much as you can. Woo. Sorry, y'all. Someone's talking well of me. Um, and remember that you deserve to be here. And y'all, if nobody has told you today, I love you. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. May God keep harm out of your way and keep you out of harm's way. I love you. Y'all have a good night.